can't control the weather, I can't control the room, I can't control who leaves or who arrives too soon. But I can control the response I give to all of it, the way I meet the moment, the way I choose to sit with everything that hits me, with everything that turns. The one thing in my power is how the inside learns. Master of the inside, that's the only throne worth having. Master of the inside, the only kingdom worth the having. Not of others, not of outcomes, not of things beyond my reach, just the territory inside me that only I can teach. I fought the wrong battles, trying to control the out. Spent energy on others, spend energy on doubt, when the real work was internal, was always right here in the 6 inches of space between stimulus and clear response, the chosen reaction, the deliberate pause. Mastering that small distance is the greatest of all laws. Master of the inside, that's the only throne worth having. Master of the inside, the only kingdom worth the having. Not of others, not of outcomes, not of things beyond my reach, just the territory inside me that only I can teach. Instead of fall, master of the inside is the greatest work of all. There are things that hit me like a freight train in the chest, things I'll never mention, things I swallow with the rest. Not because they don't matter, not because I'm numb, but because some fires burn better kept from some. There's a discipline in feeling without letting it spill, a kind of inner mastery of standing very still. Feel it all, say nothing, let it move through like a storm. Feel it all, say nothing, let the inside do the work. Not suppression, not denial, just the choosing of the time. Feel it all, say nothing until the feeling becomes mine. I've seen men unravel at the seams of public pain, turn their private storms into everyone's rain. And I don't judge the breaking, Lord knows it gets hard, but I've learned to keep my thunder close and well regarded, because not every feeling deserves an audience. Some things are between me and my own conscience. Feel it all, say nothing, let it move through like a storm. Feel it all, say nothing, let the inside do the work. Not suppression, not denial, just the choosing of the time. Feel it all, say nothing until the feeling becomes mine. Thing. Feel it all, say nothing, then I let it settle clear. And what remains after the feeling is the only thing worth here. I stood in the open when the sky came down hard, felt the full weight of weather, felt every scar that the storm was delivering, felt every blow. And I planted my feet and I refused to go. Not because I wasn't afraid, because I was. Not because it didn't hurt, because it does. But because I know something about storms now that I didn't used to. I know how they end, they always end, and what stands after is worth every second of the disaster. The storm is not my end, it never was. The storm is not my end, it never does. Finish what it starts on me, I finish what I start. The storm is not my end, I knew it from the heart. From the first time I survived one, from the first time I came through. The storm is not my end, the storm is what I grew. Through and past and into who I failed a few of those exams, came through them anyway, because failure in the storm still means you stay. And staying is the whole thing, showing up is the whole test. The storm is not my end, the storm is not my best. Worst enemy either, it's my greatest teacher dressed in the hardest clothes available, putting me to the test. And I pass it differently now, with less resistance and more trust. The storm is not my end, the storm is just a must for becoming something more than I was before it came. The storm is not my end, the storm is just a flame. The storm is not my end, it never was. The storm is not my end, it never does. Finish what it starts on me, I finish what I start. The storm is not my end, I knew it from the heart. From the first time I survived one, from the first time I came through. The storm is not my end, the storm is what I grew through and past and into who I am. The storm is not my end, the storm is just the exam. The storm is not my end, I say it and I mean it. I've been through enough weather to believe it. The storm is not my end, it's just the passing through of everything required to build the man that's true. Standing on the other side, still standing, still here. The storm is not my end, the storm is how I clear. I wasn't born this way, nobody ever is. The discipline, the fire, the life that now is his, was built through the choosing of the harder every time, through showing up when absent would have been just fine. And I take no credit for the gifts I was given, I take all the credit for the life I have driven, through the obstacles and setbacks, through the doubt and the unknown. Because the man I am today was made, not born. Made, not born, from every hard decision. Made, not born, from every painful revision of who I thought I was to who I needed to be. Made, not born, that's the only that cost something real, made not born. That's the only deal I was willing to make with the life I was given. Made not born is how I've been living. I respect the natural talents, I respect the gifted few, but give me the man who built it from nothing that he knew. He has something different in the knowing of his worth, not given, not inherited, but pulled up from the earth. Of his own effort and intention, of his own daily choosing, made not born is how you keep from losing yourself to the idea that what you are is fixed. Made not born is how it gets remixed. Made not born from every hard decision. Made not born from every painful revision of who I thought I was to who I needed to be. Made not born, that's the only version of free. That means anything worth having that costs something real. Made not born, that's the only deal I was willing to make with the life I was given. Made not born is how I've been living. Made not born and still being made. Every day another layer, every day another trade of the soft for the solid, of the easy for the real. Made not born is everything I feel when I look at what I've built from where I began. Made not born is what it means to be this man. Comfort comes knocking every single morning with its soft suggestions and its gentle warning that today could be easier, that the rest is earned, that I've done enough already, that the bridge is burned. Far enough for now that I could let it go. But I've heard that voice before, and I know where it leads. Nowhere I wanna be, nowhere I respect, nowhere near the man I'm working to protect from the slow erosion of the easy everyday, from the thousand small surrenders that take the man away. I don't negotiate with comfort, I acknowledge it and move. I don't negotiate with comfort. I got something left to prove. Not to anyone watching, only to the man I face. I don't negotiate with comfort. Comfort doesn't hold my place. At the table of the building, the altar of the word, I don't negotiate with comfort. I let it pass and turn back to what I came for, back to what I said. I don't negotiate with comfort. I negotiate with what's ahead. I've lost months to comfort. I've lost years to the soft. Paid the price of easy and found it cost the most of anything I've given, because what it takes in trade is the compound of the future, is the progress that gets delayed. By every yes to comfort, by every skipped hard thing, and I don't have enough life left to keep offering. That much to the easy, that much to the pause. I don't negotiate with comfort. I live by different laws. I don't negotiate with comfort. I acknowledge it and move. I don't negotiate with comfort. I got something left to prove. Not to anyone watching, only to the man I face. I don't negotiate with comfort. Comfort doesn't hold my place. At the table of the building, at the altar of the word, I don't negotiate with comfort. I let it pass and turn back to what I came for, back to what I said. I don't negotiate with comfort. I negotiate with what's ahead. I don't negotiate with comfort. And some days it's hard to keep. Some days comfort is so warm and the bed is so deep. But I don't negotiate with comfort, because I know what I'd become. A man who had the chance and chose the comfortable song over the extraordinary, over the full life lived. I don't negotiate with comfort. I negotiate with everything I give. I walked into the room and said absolutely nothing, but every eye moved toward me like a quiet drum drumming. Not because I demanded it, not because I tried, just because a man with purpose can't completely hide. And I've learned that presence isn't volume or size. It's the weight of a man who's paid his full price. The loudest silence is the one I carry in, the kind that fills a room before I even begin. The loudest silence is my strongest word. The most powerful thing about me is the one you never heard. I've watched men perform their power like a stage, all that noise and posture, all that borrowed rage. But the room always knows the difference in the end between a man of substance and a man of pretend, because real authority needs no announcements. It just enters the room and makes its pronouncement. The loudest silence is the one I carry in, the kind that fills a room before I even begin. The loudest silence is my strongest word. The most powerful thing about me is the one you never heard. Not needing to remark. The loudest silence, steady, deep and clear. The most powerful thing I own is knowing when to disappear. I don't react to everything I see. I file it away quietly and let the moment be. Watched enough rooms to know how they work, who's performing courage, who's carrying what hurts. And the ones who talk the most are the ones who know the least. I've learned more from listening than from any feast. Observe and outlast, that's the only game I play. I don't need the first word, I just need the last day. Observe and outlast, patience is my blade. The man who waits and watches is the man who never fades. I've let men underestimate the quiet in my eyes. Let Let them think the stillness was the limit of my size. And then when the moment came, I simply moved and left the room adjusting to the thing I'd proved. Not vindictive, not calculating, just aligned with the deep understanding of the patient mind, observe and outlast. That's the only game I play. I don't need the first word, I just need the last day. Observe and outlast. Patience is my blade. The man who waits and watches is the man who never fades. Observe and outlast. I've been doing it for years, watching every room I enter, watching how it clears. Observe and outlast. Still waters always win. The man who moves in silence is the man who moves within. Don't mistake the calm for the absence of fire. I burn just as deeply, I just burn entire. Under the surface, where it does the work, not for the display, not for the smirk of those who need to see the wound to believe it's real. I learned to process everything alone in how I feel, because the deepest burning is the one contained, the one that turns to fuel, not the one that's drained. Still water, still burning underneath the skin. Still water, still burning, doing work within. Not cold, not empty, not immune to pain. Still water, still burning through the sun and rain. I've watched men confuse control with being dead inside, seen them mistake composure for a place to hide. But I am fully present in every single thing. I just choose the vessel for the offering. Because a man who burns in secret builds a different kind of heat, the kind that powers decades, the kind that won't retreat. Still water, still burning underneath the skin. Still water, still burning, doing work within. Not cold, not empty, not immune to pain. Still water, still burning through the sun and still burning. I am both of these, the surface calm and steady, the depth that never frees. Still water, still burning. This is what I am, the fire and the water, both inside one man. I never told them what I was planning. Just started building while they were scanning the horizon for problems I'd already solved. I'd been 3 steps ahead while they were still involved in the conversation about whether it was possible. I was already proving it was. Not secretive, not cunning, just efficient with the truth. Some things are better shown than announced in your youth. Move first, act later. Let the silence be the plan. Don't announce the destination, just be further than they can. Follow or imagine, let the work explain. Move first, act later, in the sun and in the rain. I've seen ambition killed by proclamation, the excitement of the telling replacing the creation. So I keep the plans close to the chest, announce the thing when finished, and let the rest take care of itself in the doing and the building. The only press release is the thing I'm yielding to the world when it's ready, to the room when it's done. Move first, act later, then step into the sun. Move first, act later, let the silence be the plan. Don't announce the destination, just be further than they can. Follow or imagine, let the work explain. Move first, act later, in the sun and in the rain. started over dreams they just discussed. Move first, act later, and silence is a must. They told me I wouldn't make it through the season I was in. Said the odds were against me, said I couldn't win. And I looked at what was coming, and I said out loud, I've been the storm before, I have been the cloud that everyone ran from, that everyone feared. I have been the darkest weather, and I'm still here. I have been the storm, and I weathered myself. I have been the breaking point and put myself back on the shelf. I have been the rock bottom, I have been the floor, and every time I hit it, I just found one more reason to come back up, reason to begin. I have been the storm, and I am still the wind. Don't tell me about hard times like I've never seen. Don't tell me about the darkness like I don't know what you mean. I've lived inside the center of things that would end most, and I came back from the edges that mattered the most. Not unscathed, not unchanged, but undeniably alive. And everything that tried to break me helped me more than it denied. I have been the storm, and I weathered myself. I have been the breaking point and put myself back on the shelf. I have been the rock bottom, I have been the floor, and every time I hit it, I just found one more reason to come back up, reason to begin. I have been the storm, and I am still the wind. I've been the storm, and I know what that means. I've seen every shade of darkness, I've lived in between the breaking and the building, the losing and the more. I've been the storm, and I'm still standing at the door. I've learned to enjoy own company now. Took me longer than expected to figure out how to sit with myself without filling the space with noise or distraction, with someone else's face. And the man I found when I finally got still was worth a long wait, was worth every hill. The company of one is not the loneliest place. The company of one is where I found my face, not the face I wore for everyone around. The company of one is where the real gets found. Just me and the silence and the truth of it all. The company of one is the best company of all. I take myself to dinner, I take myself to dawn, I take myself through everything and carry myself on. Not with arrogance, just with the simple knowing that I am enough for the place I'm going. And when the right company comes, I'll know by how it feels, not by what it offers, but by what it reveals about the man I've built. And all this time alone, the company of one prepared me for the known. The company of one is not the loneliest place. The company of one is where I found my face, not the face I wore for everyone around. The company of one is where the real gets found. Just me and the silence and the truth of it all. The company of one is the best company of all. Company of one, I've grown to love it true, not as a consolation, but as something I pursue. The company of one teaches what no crowd can give, the clearest understanding of exactly how to live. I've stood in the open when the sky came down hard, felt the full weight of weather, felt every scar that the storm was delivering, felt every every blow, not planting my feet, and I refused to go. Not because I wasn't afraid, because I was. Not because it didn't hurt, because it does. But because I know something about storms now that I didn't used to. I know how they end, they always end. And what stands after is worth every second of the disaster. The storm is not my end. It never was. The storm is not my end. It never does. Finish what it starts on me. I finish what I start. The storm is not my end. I knew it from the heart. From the first time I survived one, from the first time I came through, the storm is not my end. The storm is what I grew through and past and into who I am. The storm is not my end. The storm is just the exam. I failed a few of those exams, came through them anyway, because failure in the storm still means you stay. And staying is the whole thing. Showing up is the whole test. The storm is not my end. The storm is not my best. Worst enemy either. It's my greatest teacher dressed in the hardest clothes available, putting me to the test. And I pass it differently now, with less resistance and more trust. The storm is not my end. The storm is just the must of becoming something more than I was before it came. The storm is not my end. The storm is just the flame. The storm is not my end. It never was. The storm is not my end. It never does. Finish what it starts on me. I finish what I start. The storm is not my end. I knew it from the heart. From the first time I survived one, from the first time I came through, the storm is not my end. The storm is what I grew through and past and into who I am. The storm is not my end. The storm is just the exam. The storm is not my end. I say it and I mean it. I've been through enough weather to believe it. The storm is not my end. It's just the passing through of everything required to build the man that's true. Standing on the other side, still standing, still here. The storm is not my end. The storm is how I clear. I never told them what I was planning. Just started building while they were scanning the horizon for problems I'd already solved. I'd been 3 steps ahead while they were still involved in the conversation about whether it was possible. I was already proving it was. Not secretive, not cunning, just efficient with the truth. Some things are better shown than announced in your youth. Move first, act later. Let the silence be the plan. Don't announce the destination, just be further than they can. Follow or imagine, let the work explain. Move first, act later. In the sun and in the rain. I've seen ambition killed by proclamation, the excitement of the telling replacing the creation. So I keep the plans close to the chest, announce the thing when finished, and let the rest take care of itself. In the doing, in the building, the only press release is the thing I'm yielding to the world when it's ready, to the room when it's done. Move first, act later, then step into the sun. Move first, act later. Let the silence be the plan. Don't announce the destination, just be further than they can. Follow or imagine, let the work explain. Move first, act later. In the sun and in the rain. For years, built entire worlds in silence, while others dried their tears over plans that never started, over dreams they just discussed. Move first, act later. In silence is a must. When the noise gets too loud and the faces blur together, when I've given too much out and I need to find the tether back to who I actually am, beneath the roles I play, I don't reach for the crowd, I reach for the empty space. Because the crowd can't give me back what the crowd takes out, and the noise can't answer what the silence is about. This is where I go to find myself again. Not to hide, not to disappear, just to remember when and why and who I am. Beneath the daily weight, this is where I go before it gets too late. To hear the quiet voice that knows what's really true. This is where I go to find myself and come back new. I've tried to find myself in other people's eyes, in the validation offered in the generous disguise of belonging to a crowd that didn't know my name. And I always came back emptier, always came back the same, until I learned the lesson that some things can be borrowed, that knowing of yourself can't be found in what is hollowed out by noise and numbers, out by constant company. The self is found in silence, the self is found in free. This is where I go to find myself again. Not to hide, not to disappear, just to remember when and why. This is where I go before it gets too late. To hear the quiet voice that knows what's really true. This is where I go to find myself and come back new. This is where I go, and I go here often, where the noise has no power, where the hard things soften into what they really are. Beneath the drama and the sound, this is where I go. This is where